around here and never is. Well, with the national ambassador on leave, the ambassador in charge is set to do the briefing tonight. Um, we've had two unscheduled briefings today. Um, so we had the business training. We were scheduled to have the supplemental business training. However, there was network issues on the other side apparently. Um, so we did not actually have that. Um, we ended up having unscheduled briefings though to cover particular ground on specific matters I'm not going to cover. There are some positive things though, um, at least regarding the avocado operations as per the district governor. Um, Also, we got some clarity of thought on particular things that we should be advancing upon in the Kenyatta district. Um, Regional Governor for the South Amexem North Northwest region, Regional Governor Lamar. Uh, he did report, and we do give thanks for that. Uh, so, convening the Imperial Council tomorrow night on particular matters. Um, I'll see what we can work out, what we can arrange, what we can make happen based on these particular reports. Now, I don't know what's being dispatched to the Grand Ambassador from the Ambassador in charge. Grand Ambassador will brief me in due course. What I do know is there are some things I had to uh, take care of with your Minister for the Customs. Um, the Minister for the Interior and the Grand Ambassador and I still have not been able to come to a particular agreement on particular things for the Port Hannah City area. Um, I know the Health Minister won't be participating in specific things. Uh, the Minister for the Treasury and Budget might. So it appears to be that we may end up having an additional growth spurt in terms of our population. We have actually expanded a little bit as of late, and it appears to be that we may be going through another expansion on this side of the ocean. And it remains to be seen how certain things will play themselves out. So I know it's a little bit early. I'm just letting you all know that these things are actually on the table right now. So there are evolutionary changes within the Amexem-Moor-Empire as a result of the increase in our population, as also because there are some of our fellow nationals that have gotten a little further along in their training, meaning a few more things that may be delegated. So some of the sub-department heads are going to be able to have a little more flexibility going forward, and that will allow for us to become a little more effective and a little more efficient in our operations. Uh, we are short-staffed in particular key departments and sub-departments. That's technically true. And even with the growth spurt, that has not changed that dynamic by much. We are at least on the path, and for that, I do give thanks. There are some things that we have to work out, though, and training schedules are going to be adjusted. As a rule, it's 6 hours per month of training, and I leave it at the discretion of the training instructor on the ground, whether it be district level or the local level training instructors, um, to work out what the training schedules look like. So I don't care if they're doing 3 sessions per month at 2 hours each. Um, that's up to them. I still prefer to do it the way we do it here in the capital city. 2 hours in the first session, and then 4 hours in the second session of the month. Ultimately, those are details. I don't particularly care about the details. I only care about the results. How far along are fellow nationals getting in their training regimens? How effective are they becoming in discourse and international discourse? So what they're able to handle from their training means that they are strong privately, and all of us strong privately collectively come together and we are very strong. So this bodes well for our organic diplomacy and governance as well as our independent industries, commerce, and trade. And in combination, that allows us to have viable options, choices, and solutions. So I know a lot of folks spend a lot of time still breaking down um, some of the lyrics from some of the recent rap battles. Some get lost in the discussions from um, parties in their clubs that they call them on social media and things, everyone with their podcasts and all these other um, forms of infotainment or entertainment. Last Truth Day during the fast and meditation, uh, the focus of that particular fast and meditation was keeping it simple and not complicating things. In the era of all the infotainment and entertainment, parties tend to get lost in all that and they go off on these tangents. And all those tangents complicate things. Being focused on that which is most pertinent, most important in terms of priorities, allows you to be able to keep things simple. Focus on the most important things and manifest. Make it happen. Make it work. We show you all prime examples of how to do this. I'm truly grateful for where we are and the things that we've accomplished. We pull rabbits out of hats over the earth, as some would say. We improvise. We adapt. We overcome. It's what we do here. What we train all of you to do here. Sometimes we get stymied and or slowed down in our particular pursuits, only to find out we were actually being protected. Good thing we didn't make that particular move at that particular point. And it was better when we did make the move. Again, time and season for everything. So we can go in and do our homework as we always do. Study every last detail as we tend to do. And make a determination on when to act based on the information that we have. Sometimes it's the right time, sometimes it isn't. It reminds me of what Napoleon Bonaparte said when he was talking about engaging in the promotion of particular folks to the rank of general or whatever the rank may have been. Talking about how it was brought to his attention how particular parties were so competent. They were very, very excellent in strategies and tactics and all of that. And the response was, yes, but are they lucky? Do they have good fortune? Having the knowledge, wisdom, and comprehension is only part of the story. You have to have all that, no doubt about that. But some things boil down to also having good fortune. Keeping that in mind can give someone the opportunity to go, or a group of someone's together to go much farther, accomplishing so much more. That comes down to one word: judgment. Exercising good judgment. Listening, because spirit never lies. We lie to ourselves. So we may have everything lined up and intend to do it this way. Spirit says, don't do it. And when we don't listen to spirit, we pay for it. Now, I know there'll be those that say, you can't govern like that. I get their point of view. I look at things for what they are. Plan out all the variables. But as I always say, no plan survives reality. Things change. You have to be prepared. You had everything mapped out one way, down to the last detail, and the subtleties and intricacies of things, the nuances of things. You had it all figured out, had it all covered. And then the X factor comes in and blows it all up, and now you have to recalibrate on the move, on the fly. sometimes things fall apart. And if you really are about that life, as some would say, it all falls apart. Let's see how well you put it all back together and keep pushing and making it work. Because that right there, that's the true form of master. And collectively, us moving as collective master on all matters relevant unto discourse and international discourse for our babies, that's a win. Being the example for the babies, that's a win. Making all of our moves and remaining unencumbered unto the colonizing hostiles, using buffers, contractors, and subcontractors, that's a win.